In Python, we have two types of numbers, integer and float. Integers are whole numbers like 1, 4, 5, 6. Whole numbers can be either negative or positive. Here we have -50, -70, and -80. The second type of number Python provides are float. Basically, they have a decimal point in it, like 1.5, 2.6, 5.7, or they can have a minus or negative sign with them as well. So -5.0, -7.0, or -8.0. Now we're going to go to Python shell and try out some numbers. I'm going to start the Python shell by typing Python 3. Press enter. Now we are using Python 3.7, today's date. So let's get started with numbers. So we're going to type some numbers. We can type 2, we press return, we get 2 back, 5, 6, any kind of number you type, you'll get the result back. Now we can try some float points. So we type 1.3, 1.6, so you get the number back, right? So what are the benefits of having numbers in a programming language? Well, you want to perform some calculation and you can use Python shell to do those calculations. We can use operators right here. So we type 2 space plus 2 and press return. I get 4 back. I can use 2 minus 2, press return, you get 0 back. I can do 2 multiply, which is a asterisk sign, 2, I get 4 back. So you can do calculations here. For example, we do a bit bigger number, so we type 50 divided by 20 and you get the result back, 2.5. You can use the float numbers as well. For example, 3.9 divided by 4 and you get the result back. Python interpreter acts as a simple calculator. You can type an expression, add it, and it will write the value expression syntax straightforward. So we've used plus, minus, multiplication, and divisions. They're very simple, they just work. The integer numbers like 2, 4, 20 have some type as well. I'm going to clear the terminal by pressing Ctrl L. And now we define a number, 30. Now in Python, it must have a type. We don't have to specify that, but it has a type. So to check that, we type a type word, open parentheses, and then type the value. So let's say 30. Now we're not going to talk about this type right now. We'll talk about it later. For now, just take it as it's a function or it's a method in Python. Now I'm going to press return and it's going to tell me what type it has. So it's telling me it's a type int. There you go. And I use the same function type and I say 2.5 and I press return. Now it gives me the type float. Now the type function will return the type of the value that you're trying to check. We also have a remainder operator here. So for example, I'll type 17 %, which is a remainder operator. I type 3, press return, and I get 2 back. In Python, it is possible to use a double steric operator to calculate the powers. For example, if I type 5 double steric 2, that should return 25.